Right. Because it's fresh air, and that's what I was going to do is get on a track and talk about some things. A few things that I wanted to talk about was sometimes you got to take a break. You have to realize what your life consists of, what is around you, so you don't forget, or you don't see, or you don't evaluate the things happening around you. That means, like, in your relationships, in your friendships, in your family dynamics, we have been taught. So that's when you drop the ball and you start realizing the things you've been going through have been meant for a reason. You had to change your perspective in how you see things. You had to learn from a new perspective. You started seeing things and learning and analyzing things better so you can have a more comfortable life, so you can see things transpire in your life and not feel like it's just happening, but it's happening for a reason. Because you also try to manifest your best life by continually focus on good things, mindful things. We're manifesting the good things in life because that's where our vibration is going to start having its foundation. We're going to believe in a power greater than ourselves, can carry us through, and we're going to keep going. Mindfully try our best every day to make the right decision that is within your knowledge. Meaning you're going to continue learning as you go, as you progress. And as you continue learning, you're going to then still bring your new goals and your new aspirations and new things to your new life. You're going to continue growing. You're going to also understand that a lot of things happen in our lives where we have to see the truth. The truth sometimes will not always be good. The truth will also hurt and have you feel a certain way sometimes. Other people's situations and how their testimony has changed their lives and how far they've come and they believe in a power greater than themselves is carrying them through, that they couldn't do this alone without that graceful love and respect that God can give you. That's the truth. As we have this new revelation in our lives, we start implementing this new generational love and respect for everybody. We're starting to utilize our actual God-given grace and blessings that He's given us. Ancient teachings and ways to talk and communicate is now going to be on the forefront. We're going to start learning on a higher level. We're going to start activating these options, activating things in your already has been there for you for years. I mean, we're talking like for years, many years. Now, see, I remember being in science class with my teacher, and I was going through this class, and we were talking about clones. We were talking about if two identical clones, like not clones, but we got into that too. But if you got into two twins, two from the same mother and the same father, one was with the father, one was with the mother, and they both lived two different lives. When you bring them back together, the teacher and instructor was trying to say that we're going to have the similar likes, they're going to have the similar kind of dog, color car, color, like just a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, that is not the that's where science is about the possibility of what if. Now, free will comes with a droplet of rain that drops in the water. It drips and it hits the water and it makes a ripple effect. Each person's decision is like a ripple effect into that water. So if one on the East Coast is living this life and one on that side is living that side, they're totally different ripple effects. And that's where the foundation of understanding that each plant and things we sow comes back to us tenfold. We believe in what we see. We see messages given to us on a daily day basis where we're like, okay, that was too coincidental. And then you can see that, wow, some days I see 111, 333, 222, 444, 555. It's not because I'm looking at the clock. It's because literally I was given a message saying, we're here, we're with you. We're not leaving you alone. You have a special gift of waking people to their best self. And that's the bottom line, is what is wrong with the greatest good in all humanity is let's work together to find a greater purpose than what has been going on. We don't have to point fingers or judge because we understand people were taught and went down that path. We have to think some of us weren't strong enough to not go down that normal path that people were basically tied into believing. This is how society is going to live. This is how, because there's different parts of the internet you have to understand. There's the normal, there's the superficial, there's the, oh yeah, we got dreams over here. And then there's, we trapped you, you're in this lifestyle. And then we got this over here where we're, oh, wow, I didn't know we can actually change our free will by believing in a power greater than ourselves, which is not going against anything taught in Christianity or any religion today. It's actually been preordained to finally get people to understand the powers of their consciousness, the powers of their thought process, the powers of, if you got everybody together and actually believed in a power greater than themselves, it will transform you. So everybody's thinking about, like, where do I draw the line? Where can I find that peace? That peace is within you. The peace is within you when you can start really defining the odds of understanding that you will see right past a lot of the bull, the diss, the things that people don't like. People want to continue pushing a narrative in the news. What has happened to the news? Over 50 million Democrats have literally just shifted and went to Republican over Easter. And that's all divine timing right there. This is not going to be a war of dark and light. This is going to be truth and truth. I mean, we're going to flip the script and understand that the reason why they were pushing back so much because they knew they would never, ever have a chance to manipulate you again. Basically, play a narrative of keeping you stuck and believing that they were going to do something for you. All they were doing was just tearing you apart from your traditions. They kept abiding under certain laws and whatever, but when you break it down, there is only one law. It's humanity's law. The freedom to know the truth. The right and wrong is within you. Then you have a choice. You have a choice to continue to find all odds of, even after today, with the solar eclipse coming and all the intricate people in the parts around the world are all having this weird kind of like, oh, this is... God is sending His truth to the earth. Okay? We are its own demise. It's warning us. If we don't get our act together and we continue doing these disruptive things and just pillaging off the planet and then creating all this imbalance and distrust, it's going to have to change. Change is coming right around the corner. We got the election coming up, and don't get alarmed. Don't get fooled. Yes, 50 million Democrats went to the Republican Party Easter weekend. I could not even fathom how grateful I was to understand that a lot of people are starting to see the monotony of what the news is trying to paint a picture for you. We've been talking about the truth will set you free, period. So if the truth is, our narrative is going to say, okay, we're going to do our best to do the right thing and be straightforward and authentic. And we're also going to try to start finding panels with solutions and better minds than this made up false ideologies that most of them come up with. It makes you look like you never even went to school or even got outside a rock, because you got to understand there's different parts of this social media platforms that see past all that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them that are tired of the fear-mongering ideology of trying to say this is happening, this is happening. Well, when the truth comes, you're going to have us so displaced that then the truth comes out and it's going to be like, oh, by the way, this is what's really going on. It's not going to work like that. We're doing that already right now. So if you're on a news reporting platform and you're purposely leaving out specific information to paint a picture of somebody that doesn't, that has the chance to win outright over you and would put you in any debate, would put you in your place if you had a debate with that person, but you want to talk bad about that person, I mean, come on. If you would actually work together, guess what? There's that community. Oh, you forgot about that. You want to just always talk bad about the other parties and stuff. It's like, when do you draw the line and say, I can't keep talking bad about everybody? Even my own constituents. I mean, the Democratic Party basically folded on themselves. I mean, everybody's tried to truth or fact check, you know what I'm saying? The wonderful thing about it is everything's recorded and placed on the internet. You can't go back. You chose to do that. You know what I'm saying? You had a choice to do that. You had a choice to say, I'm done with that. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. That's not good for our society or around the world. Good information comes with passion, grace, respect, and knowing that, like, what you're trying to put out is the facts and evidence that you have at that very moment, meaning you are willing to go above and beyond to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God, that you understand that the truth lies within you. So we can't all just make a platform and then just point out everybody's stuff. We can all know where you can finally draw the line and say, you know what? I'm going to use my testimony to show that I can change my ways. I can move forward. I can make a difference in other people's lives. I can change myself to understand that a power greater than me is carrying me through to the better answer. I'm using my intuition, the thoughts and things that come to my intuition, and I'm entertaining more thought-provoking and understanding of the situation you might be going through. So if you're talking on a world scale, we have to think like a world scale. Not everybody's cut out for that. We have to be true. So if you're trying to put on the news, listen, and you're trying to basically confuse people about the truth, that's going to have to stop. The news is not entertainment. You say it's entertainment, but people take it for real. And that's why you have to start understanding where the ripple effect is happening. You know what I'm saying? People take the news at face value and they go off their morals off that. And if your morals is, because they've been moral subscribers since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But now that you got some of these Democrats, you're just preying on their weakness of commitment. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make them look bad. Don't make them feel like they have nothing left to fight for. You have to understand there's people that are still in the Democrat are faithful and they believe in it. Believe in the Constitution and believe in that it was there and forth for the purpose of making sure we can continually having a neutral zone where we can figure out what's right and wrong and we can start believing. We can aim to make changes. All the time, we believe. All the time. All the time, we believe that everything we do is not dead to rights to anything else. When I hold back because it's like, dang, I should have spoke on that. I should have talked about that. I should have made sense of that. Maybe I went too long on that subject, but I also didn't talk about this subject. Sometimes we're faced with opportunities to speak up for what is right. What's right is not all this monotonous all over the internet. We got the music industry right now is just it's so bad right now with the copy stuff. It's just blatantly straight out in the open, and it's so bad because like what happened is people have a account where they're basically copying all these major artists and record labels and all these different and putting them in the same sound as the original, and they're getting all the views. I mean, literally, they cleaned it up and basically use AI to create the artist and use AI to create the band and use AI to reconstruct their song, and it's basically gets 60 billion views and you got over 120 tracks just like that, and you've been doing that for 2.5 years and making off how many artists that never had that chance. Not only is that like plagiarism, that's pirating, you know, especially when it comes from me. You take my stuff and you put it in a track without my permission, it's kind of like, dang. But if you share it for the greater good, yeah, okay. And you put it in a segment and you talk about it and you analyze it, you start listening to the things I'd be talking about. I mean, go far back. Go as far back as you can with my music. Listen to the ruckus and madness that was going through my mind. Listen to the struggles and the cries I was having, and knowing that something greater than myself was going to transpire, and that I had to believe in a power greater than myself. And when you start to see the things starting to show face, we're right here, center stage, one moment at a time, where we can say our legacy has just begun. What is it going to be? 60 years from now, they're going to be like, oh yeah, FreshAir was the guy that founded, like a mindset that basically had that inspiration to really take hold and say, look what it did to me and what it could do for you. It's not going to be easy, and that's why they got these therapy apps out there for you. They got self-help groups that we're going to start doing. We're going to start having and uplifting communities where we believe in leadership and goals that will actually help, and they're proven and tried and true to get you into that, that purpose you're supposed to be. Because we have to also think about creativity and being that trendsetter, meaning like you have seen the boundaries to the point where it's like, okay, boundaries have been pushed in the community and we have to do something about it. So that's where you have to draw the line. You know what I'm saying? So when trends start happening, our teams act a certain way and they do certain things that are detrimental to health. It's there on purpose. It's to create a community of bullshit to keep you trapped. Thirst mongers. You're thirsting for something to give you that feeling, when all it is a trigger where they can put maybe $100 on it and make it look like it went viral. I mean, come on. Stream stealers, like And the gatekeepers, ones that have been using that as a way to wage against original creativity. If you listen to all my music, most of it, you're going to hear my voice in the background. And that's on purpose. You know why? It shows my originality. You know what I'm saying? My originality, something you can't muster up without doing it for real. That's my authenticity, you know what I'm saying? So when I talk and I have my ad-libs or I speak or I stutter, or that's there on purpose. I want originality when it comes to my music or how I speak and how I talk. I don't need all these chopped up little 3 to 6 second ones. I want chopped up 3 second clips. You know, what's that? Because they got AI that can make all of that and put you in a whole different realm. I want originality for me. See, a lot of people are going to realize, like, dang, AI is going to push everybody away from the internet. Eventually, it's going to say that nothing on the internet is real. A lot of people are going to be like, dang, was that AI? That's just not real. Well, it had to learn from somewhere. That's the thing. You have a platform on most of these apps that can show you anything you want to see in this world. All you gotta do is put it into words. Show me the biggest, most kept secret in the world, and guess what comes up? A lot of stuff. Ask it about symbols, and it'll show you symbols out of this world. It'll show you so many different symbols. Show me space and time during a certain period. Show me, you know what I'm saying? You can basically put yourself in a time machine of its glory and see things that you never thought was possible. Different realms, different, yes, you can ask and be very specific about what you want to see, and it can basically put it into a picture, put it into a story. It could also illustrate in a video for you. It could also make accounts for you. It could also create apps for you. It can also create bots for you. It also can create a false life that if you don't stay back to reality, you're going to get stuck, ruining other people's lives. Because there's real artists that, you know, yeah, it could bounce back with a good ending. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gets at peace with their understanding of who they are as they're moving forward in this eclipse time. But hear me out. Keep going strong. Keep going strong. You have to understand that there's a good and a bad. And if we were learning the right way and we gave it up to God, you're feeling your right direction. Now, it can't go at any cost of over somebody else, though. See what I'm saying? When it's all holy, it's all pure. Meaning, intentions were meant to make a difference. As we can break it down, we can break down our intentions within ourselves. Our intentions of who we are and what we represent to this world. As we continue moving forward, we have an imprint. We have a purpose of who we are, what we represent, and what we have enrolled in our subscriptions to believe. Our imagination has been captivated by certain things we watch. Our experiences and our existence is different and unique in its own. Everybody has their own unlocking abilities to get to their best self. Some are going to be shorter, some are going to be faster, some were already there, they knew it, they just needed that little aha moment. Some are going to have that enlightening moment where it's like, dang, I didn't see it like that, but now I can understand. It's a scary place to be when you're actually in the realms of understanding things on a higher scale. It can be overwhelming because it's like you already have a rebuttal to somebody talking, or you can feel like you understand what they're talking about on 100% scale. Meaning, like, you never taken physics, but you understand the importance of it. You never taken algebra the way you did until you understand the importance of it. You have never taken psychology until you understand the importance of it. There's different tripods to this all everlasting life, is what I'm saying. We take time to invest in ourselves to understand. We need to get to a certain level so we can really truly believe in that dream we had set forth. That manifested dream that we've been having our eyes set on. That manifested dream that is still being molded right now. The dream of being your best self and the impact of who you are represents millions of people moving forward for generations to come. You know that your purpose has helped millions of people be their best self and also helped change and broke the chains and changed the ways a lot of people were going down that dark path. They understand that they just had to change the dial. That we were stuck for a moment, but now, hey, this actually feels better. Because if you were playing in the dark, then you would already know what that goodness does to people in the light. Because if you were in the dark, you're always competing against the light, right? You're also trying to outshine and do things that goes against, right? Because you don't want them to shine better than you. I mean, that's basically what it came down to. You were being stuck with this doubt in yourself, like, dang, you mean fucking with the dark is not the best way? You have to know your game, know your play. Know that if I was brought up this way and taught this way and did it this way, my whole life I have to start unlearning some things to get to where I can, okay, I understand now the light. The light makes sense because that's what I was going against because I couldn't get there because there was something missing there. That missing piece, that missing person to bring that spark within you, to then see that the light has always been within you and that you could do good things and screw all the bad things and not have an malicious intent for anybody, that your intents were always to do good, even when it's at your own cost of sacrificing your own personal growth. When you did it because you understood that your purpose was meant bigger than you. You knew that your purpose was bigger than you and that everybody around you knew that you were bigger than your purpose. Meaning your purpose it's unbelievably how you can really grasp and understand what millions of lives have been changed just by a few good gestures of understanding. Like, dang, it's time to change, time to make an effort. It's time to connect. It's time to also be connected to the world on time. It's time to make that effort to believe in a power greater than yourself. It's time to also know that if you don't believe in yourself, everything's just going to happen if you don't allow to take yourself the chance to believe that you can have boundaries for yourself. You can start regulating your days. You can make things happen being present in the moment. Being present in the moment will help you, and you can start learning things differently. You can have new tools to learn. You can use your intellect when you need it. You can tap into different knowledge that you have and wisdom as you need it. You can hold on to good things that hey, I remember that. And you could be proud of it. You could be proud of yourself that you aren't here by any coincidence. You're here because you believed in a power greater than yourself who carried you there. That's the truth. And every day, you make it your best day. You try, even when you're down and out. And even when everybody else thinks you've had enough, you get back up and you say, I learned some stuff over this week. I learned to be patient. Patient with myself and also others that are also trying to grow with me, grow their understanding of being centered, focused in the moment, focused in their better goods. Their creativity is in their mind. It's connected. Connected. I couldn't do this alone. And so that's ordained through the spirit self. The heat and the fire within your soul says more. You are the person, you are the reason, you are the guided light to help those find their way. You're here to carry a message greater than yourself. You're here to do the greatest thing you have ever accomplished in your life and feel part of something greater than yourself, that it is true and nothing but the truth, so help me God. No gimmicks, no games, being present in the moment. And that's why, like a lot of my music, I listen back and I'm like, wow, that's where I was in my time. And I listen to my other podcasts, and I listen and I say, wow, that's where I was at and that's what I was teaching. And I go back and I start putting the puzzle pieces together. I'm like, wow, I'm on track. I'm on point. I'm on pace. I'm on my purpose. Been on my purpose. Been giving others that opportunity and a glimpse to see what their purpose could be. Their purpose to be their best self, to ignite that within themselves. You can have a great day. The time I was going to go and go and enjoy myself was the time that I realized that a lot of people are chasing the same thing. What's the new? What's the best way? What's the best thing that can come out of this? And that comes with believing in yourself. Believing in yourself will help transpire you to better understand the exact things I've been talking about in all my teachings and everything I talk about. That you, have the capabilities of doing exactly what I do. It's no gimmicks, no games, and no mind control or nothing like that. It's connected to Almighty. And the grace of Him will carry through for generations to come. For all to see the truth will transpire. That God is love and respect, and you can fear Him. Yes, we have to have some fear because that's how we can set our boundaries. Like, dear God, help me through this troubling times of what I'm going through. Help me see a better light. Help me see the fork in the road and which direction I should go. Help me see my life take hold. Help me see what I need to have happen so then I could be my best self. If I want to be that motivational speaker, then I have to speak up. All right, at 32 minutes, almost 33, I wanted to talk about a few things before I go. It's all within you. The power of you is you. I appreciate listening to this long sermon, this long testimony. I'm going to do longer ones as I go. Because each time I cut myself off at 14 minutes, I feel like I leave somebody behind, leaving another question. So I'm going to continue speaking a lot longer, 30 minutes, an hour, maybe 2, to show that the blessings of me can be within you. That every day I'm going to be doing this on live, I'm going to be doing this on podcast, I'm going to be traveling eventually. I don't tell everybody my stuff. My likings is my likings. My friendship with who I have as friends in this world that are doing the right thing, they are my friends. The ones that are trying their best. 3:33 on the clock. God bless all of you. Have a wonderful day. I pray that you will find discernment in what I talk about. And I pray that you will find yourself within yourself. That clarity you deserve. That clarity of understanding of the stuff you deserve to receive is the proper information. I pray that you don't have to always question everything going on in your life. I pray that you will find the proper path in your life to find your purpose. I pray that God will bless you with all His blessings. I pray that He will give you that guidance that you've been looking for. I pray that He would also show His grace within you. I also pray that He will also shine so bright within you. I pray that He will give you that generational curse no more, and the light of the day that you deserve. I pray that your suffering will be no more, that your voice will be heard. I pray that you will give it your all. God bless. Have a wonderful day. This is Fresh Air. Have a great day. God bless.